Guess who's back with a brand new adventure? Well, it's the third part of a brand new adventure. This is Lithium Project, and I've taken time out of my busy schedule of playing SSX, and you should be grateful, to do the next instalment of Mega Man X. And in this episode, we're going to go and take on all that is Storm of an Eagle, or something. This is Storm Eagle. And Storm Eagle's level is pretty cool, and the actual end sequence with the boss is also nicely done as well. This is the first level where the whole plan of what levels you take on have different consequences. For example, there is a heart container in this level, and it's pretty near the start of the level, and if you don't have the dash, you won't be able to reach it. This level's sort of split into... It's quite weird how it's sort of tiered up, but if you dash over, not quite like that. If you get to the top of this elevated sort of platform here and dash all the way across, there is our first heart container, which gives you a little bit more life. And yeah, this level sort of is tiered kind of weirdly in that it's got a slight sort of vertical element to it, but it's mainly for the most part horizontal. It also has quite a few death pits as well, which is quite inconvenient. But make your way over here, and yeah, I'm guessing this is some sort of airport, even though you spend quite a bit of it sort of kind of elevated above the ground. Take this platform up here, and in this little section, once you take care of this guy and explode the windows, we have an E-Tank. Now, in the original Mega Man series, an E-Tank would be a one-time use item and would replenish all your life. In the X series, they're a little bit different in that once you have that E-Tank, that's yours for good, but you actually have to fill it up manually, and you get this by collecting pickups, which certain enemies drop when you kill them. And I think I prefer it this way actually. But I guess also at the same time probably can make things a little bit easier, especially when you get towards the end of the game with Sigma, the final boss. The challenge isn't quite as great, but it's also probably handy because that last boss is a fucking nightmare. So make your way across these pits here, these sections here. Don't jump straight onto the enemy because it's a bad idea. You saw below quickly there's these little fire extinguisher canisters, or whatever the hell they are, and we want to make our way over to this one over here, and you can just dash. Flame Mammoth's weapon will make quick work of this, but you can shoot it manually with your buster. And in here we have our next sort of armor upgrade. So this is essentially an upgrade of a helmet, and it only has one real practical use in the game, and that's to get another upgrade. But that upgrade in question is pretty much the most useful one in the game. That's essentially what it does. But yeah, it really only has one other practical use in the game. Still, it gives Mega Man a nice shiny helmet. No innuendos needed. And for some reason I felt like getting a 1-up here. But I think I do die quite a few times, not on this level, but throughout the game. It's certainly not a perfect run, because you can certainly find some players that have done perfect runs of this game, and I salute them. These platforms will fall once you land on them, so be quick. And for a really cool way to get into Storm Eagle's level, actually quickly, if you fall down here, there's a couple of little power-ups if you need them. I don't remember there being, in the first 6 Mega Man games, any sort of way into the boss's lair, if you will, that was quite like this. And I know they've done different ways of getting to the bosses, the end part of the level, since, but this for the first time was really, really cool. Now, Storm Eagle, like all the other Mavericks, have a couple of attacks. First thing Storm Eagle will do will be to just try and blow you off the stage, because there are like pits either side, because you're now flying in the air. After a while, he'll get bored of this, and he'll fly off the screen, and he'll come down from either two diagonal angles. Now, if you're quick about it, you can get a shot in like that. But you have to really sort of just pick one side, and like taking a penalty, just pick one side and go with it, and hope for the best. After this, Storm Eagle will do one or two things. He'll either shoot at an egg like this, which will bring up 4 little birds, or he'll land back down again like he is now, and he'll start flapping again. Now, his main actual weapon, which he hasn't fired yet, we'll get to it when he does it. For the most part, he will tend to stick to just spamming along, and right, here we go, I think we're doing now. Yep. This is the... I can't remember what the hell the bloody thing's called now. It's it's a pretty powerful weapon that will blow you quick off the stage. If you haven't got a dash, this is all a lot more of an inconvenience to do. But if as long as you've got a dash and you pick a side, it's not too difficult, to be honest. And with that, we are 2 Mavericks down. The hell's this called again? Is it the Storm Wave? Is the Storm something or another? You get Storm Tornado, that's the one. This is probably the most overpowered weapon in the game. It will absolutely fuck everything up that comes into contact with it. And that's a slight downside, I think, with some of the weapons during the Mega Man games, is just the sheer overpoweredness of some of them. But that's it for this episode, and next time we will go fight more Mavericks, so until then.